Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's
love the day games here on
starting pitcher, Gavin Williams. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Swinging a foul straight back.
2-2.
Here's a rocket out to left. Kwan makes the grab, one away. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. An important piece, but a guy that's been struggling a little bit. They're DH in this one. Cody Bellinger.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them, and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Cody Bellinger in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas snags it for the second out. Two down, bases empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball one. That's a little bit low.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball three. And there's the automatic. Two outs, base is empty. In for a strike. 3-2 now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. KC down in order. Now the Guardians will get their shot. Still scoreless. It's Major League Baseball. Back here in Cleveland. And on the hill, Ranger Suarez. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Take a look at the lineup, and a big factor for them in recent games, David Fry.
Well, these days we know teams, you know, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup, but a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So you know they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot, so it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the veteran third baseman, Jose Ramirez. In there for strike 1. That one fouled off. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost them. Inning over. The Guardians go down in order. Scoreless after 1. Back now at Progressive Field. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Pasquantino needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to taking it back in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Freddie Fermin now at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1.
Second inning here, no score. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And here is Sosa to the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Suarez back to work. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Next pitch is inside, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. Wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
David Fry stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Here's a 1-1. Now 1 miss.
1 strike.
Fouled off left side. That missed by a lot. Full count, 3-2. He's got it, and that's the third out. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. We'll move to the third. And we're back. And now it's Kyle Isbell.
Leading off for the Royals.
Isbell in his seventh season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it. And there's one away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play. And it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
And the righty deals. And that's a little high. 1 out, bases empty. Popped up. Corner. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, right
Drew
fielder,
Waters stands
Drew
in.
Waters.
Just missed.
That's away.
Slider right there.
1-1.
That
2-1.
one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Quan settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And here is Ty France. There's a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw, nicely done for the out.
Good sinker low in his zone right there and
the
produced
shortstop,
exactly what he was
number
looking for.
41.
Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Now it's the shortstop, Travis Bazzana. Fastball for a strike. Bazzana matched a homer in his last game. And a foul ball. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Isbell. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Catcher, Bo Naylor.
That misses, and that's ball 1. That catches the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
On the corner at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. That's the third out. Guardians failed. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Third baseman, Michael Garcia.
And the pitch is outside, ball one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect any.
Runner on the go. That one to first. He steps on the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
On the ground to first, France. And he takes it himself for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
And he takes one right on the black. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Gets the call, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Foul ball still 0-2. Hard hit, could be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. The relay to second, safe. And they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. For me, at the plate now, that's ball one. That one hooked foul. Upstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Out to short, Bazzana. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. KC gets one on the double. It's now bottom four. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
Up the middle, Witt. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Tap foul at the plate. The Royals leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now batting.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And takes low for ball one. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away.
So here's the cleanup hitter, John Noel. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. And that's down and away. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Now one out to right. Waters makes the catch. That is the inning. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Williams back to work. And that's a little bit high.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1 count. Saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Hit in the air left field. Quan grabs it on the run.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Kyle Isbell.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell, flied to right his first time. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. That one lifted to left. Quan heads after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's Alex Verdugo. 0-for-1 with a fly. Ground ball right side. On to France. And Verdugo is set down. 3rd out. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Center fielder, Lane Thomas.
In there at the knees, 0-1.
You know, these Guardians, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 2. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Lined into right. Waters makes the grab. 1 down. So in now for Cleveland, David Fry. He popped out his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
France in the box now. No balls and a strike. Bounced up the middle. Witt over to first. And that is the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Leading off for the Royals, right fielder Drew Waters.
And that one in the air center field. Thomas on the move. He's got it. And a quick out number 1.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Garcia in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, the hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Back here in Cleveland, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Travis Bazzana. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Naylor in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's off the inside edge.
1 and 2.
And the count is 1-2. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Popped in the air. Left field. Makes the grab, one down. So here's Horner now.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Horner.
And ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Now snap throw to first. And he's back safely. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. In the dirt. Blocked. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Bazzana over at second. One down. Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Runner edges away at second. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And there are 2 outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And fouled off. There's a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
That's down and in. 2 outs with a runner at third. Grounds one to short. Witt zips it across. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit. Back now at Progressive Field. Top of inning number 7. And to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And it's even up.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Clase, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Check swing, called strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That was a really nice pitch ball for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground to third. 2 up, 2 down.
He's out.
Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Right through there for a strike. Ball one
ball,
there.
1 strike.
Line to left. Kwan brings it in for the 3rd out. For the Royals, score remains deadlocked at 1. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Royals. James MacArthur up and loosening in the pen. Hernandez also throwing. That's to third. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next. A little bit low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And
Pitching for Kansas
new pitcher
City.
in the game for the Royals, James MacArthur.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Noel batting with 1 down, takes a
No ball,
strike.
1 strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That's to third. Tosses across to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas. Both 2 in this one. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
1-0.
Curveball over for a called strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of them there. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herron.
And as relievers go,
Now
he's not a
pitching
big
for the
strikeout
Guardians.
guy. Tries to force weak
Number
contact, so
29.
command and execution are huge for him.
Tim Herron.
Sosa in the box now, takes strike 1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Cade Smith, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals, Nick Lofton. He represents the go-ahead run. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1-1.
And that eats him up.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So now a pinch hitter, Marcus Herman.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
First pitch misses.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Misses outside, and now 3-0.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And there's the strike.
3-1.
Fouled off. He was late. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Dives, and he can't hang on. Pizzano for one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Joey Weaver. Big spot for him here. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The 0-2. Got him swinging. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, David Fry. MacArthur back to work. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ty France has grounded out a couple of times. Ground ball left side, and a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
And that's downstairs and outside. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And now the shortstop, Travis Pizzano, 1 for 2. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Now batting, catcher.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's Nico Horner. That's in there. That's strike 1. Two on, 2 outs.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back,
Guardians.
and here comes the closer, Cade
Number
Smith.
36.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Trying to bunt his way on. Picks it up with a bare hand, and very nicely done for the out. Bellinger up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a strike. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. The shortstop takes the ball. Now 1-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Fouled off down the right side. Two outs.
2-2.
And that's way high. Full count now. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. To the right side. Horner. Whips it to first. And Witt is out. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Carlos Hernandez.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings it across. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. Ball 1, no strikes. Bullpen action for the Royals. Lucas Erce, the closer, is getting loose. Serpa, the lefty, warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And there's a ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That's inside, and that's ball 3. 4-pitch walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. And that misses. And it's 3-0. Ball 4, he walked in. And that keeps things going. First and second, 2 outs. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one. That one missed.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Winning run and scored position with 2 away. Next offering upstairs. Ty France in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 2 outs. There's the strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Squeezes it, and that is the inning. Here in Cleveland, we're in extras here, and now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Now the catcher up to hit. Freddie Fermin.
Catcher, Freddie Fermin.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a count 1 and 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights it off. We'll see another. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Struck him out looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Now batting,
Edmundo Sosa steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
1-1.
That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3.
pitching for Kansas
On the mound
City.
now, Angel Serpa.
Number 61.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
France in the box now. Takes strike 1.
A little frustrated with the strike zone.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Cut on and lifted in the air. Sosa. And there's one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And up next for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana. Flips the corner. 0-1. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Now at the plate, Bo Naylor. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. One down, winning run on at first. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
One down, winning run on first. Step off throw to first, and he's back in on a dive. That one 95 to finish him off.
Now batting.
Nico Horner digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. And that one misses up and in. And that is ball 1. 2 outs, but the winning run is at first. And that's outside, and it's 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Stephen Kwan in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he got
Lozano back in on a dive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. But he's hit center field. Headed for the plate. Tag. Got it. They cut down the winning run, and we will play on.
Can't argue too much with sending him home, trying to win it in extra innings. No one likes to play these extended games.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Guardians.
we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the
Number
mound,
48.
Emmanuel Clase.
Well, you see the ERA
Clase.
very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
The other way, down the line, and it's foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the left fielder, Marcus Herman. His righty-lefty splits there. Late swing, fouled off. And now the count is even. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Naylor gathers, goes to first, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
So up next, Joey Wiemer. His first at bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. And a strike on the outside edge.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And ball 1.
2 strike.
Just misses with that one.
Hands full.
Michael Garcia in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down.
Pitching for Kansas
Back here in
City.
extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Drew Smith.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. Not close with that one. Okay, that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. And the count 2-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, 1 away here in extra innings. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scored position with 1 gone.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Great run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Now here is Jhonkensy Noel. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second.
Nope, I'll do.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
The winning run on second base. Ball fair, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
This is again 5 in a row. Winning run stands at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-0. And that misses as well.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
David Fry in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Yeah, there's the strike.
3 balls. 2 strike.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On the move, heading back. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. That's outside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
Fought off foul. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play, but it kicks foul. Two on, 2 outs. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
And now it's filled up. Ty France in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it across. Beats him to the bag, and we're back. Down the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Michael Garcia.
Clase back to work. That one drifts inside. Swing and a miss.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen was following suit. Just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach. When you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That's in there, and that's strike 1. That's ripped into the outfield. And it's caught for the out.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position. But that's just one of those hang-with-ems.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. And with the game going to extras, he's still got a chance to keep his hitting streak going. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
And that's in the dirt. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts.
Pitching for Kansas
So the Royals
City.
bring on a new arm, Daniel
Number
Lynch.
41.
Well, he's been a bit of a
Daniel
wild card
Lynch.
out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with 3 passes this year.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 41.
So digging in, Travis Bazzana. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way high there. 2 balls and a strike.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And that's in for a strike. It's 2-2. And there's the ball. Bo Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
3-2. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Exactly what they needed him to deliver there, a quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get him home.
Now the catcher up to hit, Bo Naylor. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And he pumps it a strike. Sliced hard but foul. With the winning run on at first. And we're deep into extras. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Nico Horner.
Well, a pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Snap throw to first. Bazzana dives back in safely.